So in talking about white blood cells or leukocytes, we're really talking about the bone marrow stem cells. So we have bone marrow stem cells uh, that yield the lymphoid precursors, and then you also have myeloid. From the lymphoid precursors, this is where you get the B cells and the T cells. Now, we also get a second type of cell here. So to be very specific, first of all, you get B cell progenitor cells and T cell progenitor cells. And then from these, maybe let me just erase this so that we could go step by step. All right. So you get, first of all, the B cell and the T cell, and these are progenitor cells. Okay. Then from the progenitor cells, from the B cells, you get the plasma as well as the memory B cells. From the T progenitor cells, you yield the following. You get the T helper cells and T C cells. Uh, so the TC, the cytotoxic T cells. The third one that is gotten from the lymphoid is a type of cell known as the natural killer cell, which we talked a little bit about in our previous video. On the other side, you have the myeloid cells. So whilst the lymphoids give out the lymphocytes, we have the myeloids that give us granulocytes. So myeloid gives us granulocytes, whilst the lymphoid gives us lymphocytes. So on the myeloid cells, we could pick up a few. First of all, we're talking about type of cell known as polymorphonuclear leukocytes, and these are the ones that give us the eosinophils, basophils, as well as neutrophils. And then we also have monocytes. These yield macrophages as well as dendritic cells. Now these are what are known as phagocytes, and we just talked about them in the video for inflammation, some of them. But we also have the mast cells. Okay, so these ones here are the lymphocytes. Okay, but these are the granulocytes. We have the phagocytes, which include the monocytes and the polymorphonuclear leukocytes, and then we also have the mast cells. So basically, this is what we talk about when we are alluding to uh, white blood cells. We will be talking about defense very soon. And when we talk about defense, we are simply talking about the first line and the second line of defense. So, in talking about the first and second line of defense, we will talk about number one, in the first line, this is what you're born with, it's innate immunity. And then we will also talk about the second line of defense. Really, I like to split this up as in the first, there's 1 and 2. And then in the second line of defense, we will talk about the acquired immunity. So this is the immunity that builds up from the time you are born. It literally learns about things that come into the body and invaders or pathogens, and then learns how to attack them or learns how to defend the body. Okay, so in the next video we will start with the innate immunity.